Hello everyone. It is Wednesday, December 16th, 2020. Of course, today was New Comic Book Day, which means right now it's time for the new comic book video. Now, I did a video yesterday. A lot of you watched that video, gave a lot of thumbs up. I appreciate it. And I wasn't going to do a video for the next few days, but I thought, you know what? It's early. There's only a few books here to show, and I have a lot of vintage I want to show again. I showed a lot of vintage yesterday, which a lot of you really seem to enjoy, so I'm going to show the few new books, and I'm going to show some vintage, so it's going to be a real cut and dry video. So let's jump right into the books for today. I picked up most of my DC stuff yesterday, and then books that I had, in a couple of weeks prior to that, obviously I wasn't able to pick up. We've discussed the reasons why. So let's see what I got today. DC Dark Multiverse, Crisis on Infinite Earths, #1. Love that cover, so I picked it up. Teen Titans Special, #1. New character in this book right here, so I picked this up. Sorry about the glare. Working on a lighting system here, so we'll do the best that we can. Of course, Star Wars is real hot right now with The Mandalorian. Let me see if I can adjust it a little bit. With The Mandalorian, this is Darth Vader, #8, and there is a new character in this storyline as well. And these sold very quickly off the shelves, so I was lucky to get one there. Captain America #26 with a little Red Hulk action. Love that cover. And then Captain America, the nullified variant. Kind of a cool looking cover right there. So I saw that, I wanted to get that. This is another one that sold pretty well, so I was lucky to get one of these as well. And that was it for DC Marvel. Some independents. Dynamite, we had showed prior that they had a Snoopy homage. That was pretty funny. They had another one for #3. Kind of a great pumpkin action right there. A little bit of blood on them. I just thought it was funny, so I grabbed that. And also from Dynamite #3, an Amazing Fantasy 15 homage. They had two versions of this, the regular version and the zombie version. I just wanted the regular version. I thought it was pretty cool. I love the Spider-Man homage books, so I was going to buy that. Book that I was really excited about, and this is from Scout Comics. This is Sam and His Talking Gun. I was able to pick up a couple of copies of this. This is another book that sold really, really well and jumped off the shelves really, really fast. So there is that. And then finally, a book that, people were just grabbing crazy on. This is a book from Image, Solid Blood #17. And the reason this sold really good is because on the second or third page is a character that looks like Michonne that's been killed. I don't know where it's going with that, if it was just something that they threw out there. Kirkman's real good at doing stuff like that, but this book sold really well. It's already selling online between $18 and $30. A lot of shops didn't get a lot of these books, so I was lucky to get one of those. So thank you, Brian from Cosmic, who held one for me. There's that right there. I appreciate it. And that was all I picked up. Again, I've cut back a lot on some of the books that I'm buying. Just trying to be smart with my purchases, trying to be more aware of what I'm buying. So now, without further ado, everybody's favorite moment, vintage. Again, no particular order. I have so many copies of books that you may have seen some of these before. Again, I'm just pulling stuff out of a box. A lot of you kind of like that. I got a couple messages from viewers that said, I like the fact that you're just showing random books that no particular order. So I appreciate it. First book up, The Atom and Hawkman from 1969, mid-grade right there. Again, I'll do the best I can to try to keep the, glare down. See if I can adjust this light a little bit more, see if that works. Next up, we're Venture Comics, #433 from 1974. There's that right there. Really cool looking cover. Talked about the 70s horror books that everybody loves. I know I do. This is from 1972. This is The House of Mystery, #206. A really nice scarecrow cover right there. Scaring those kids. One of my favorite Batman covers. This is from 1972. This is a Neal Adams cover, so it's already a hit right there. This is Batman 246. I always like that right there. Robin, oh no, not again. can you hang yourself multiple times? You must not be doing a good job of it, but a really cool looking cover right there. Again, Neal Adams, the master, did this one here, so I love that cover. This is a book I always buy when I find it, and I can get it at a good price because it's just a cover that I like. From 1972, Action Comics 413, 52 page, right there. 1973, Iron Man number 65. Love the old 20-25 cent books. Just reminds me of my childhood when I was buying books off the racks at 7-Eleven, things like that. So there was that. Monsters on the Prowl, number 16 from 1972. Good cover right there, mid-grade. Submariner Special number 2 from 1971. Fix that. 1973, Captain America and the Falcon number 167. Again, you can pick these books up even in high grade, really, really cheap, $10, $11. So why would you not do that? Really nice book. From 1970, Daredevil number 72. There, love Daredevil. Another storyline that you can pick up relatively cheap for, even 12-cent issues. So why would you not do that? Daredevil right there, number 72. That's the first stack. So let's get us another stack, shall we? Again, just grabbing out of the box here. Fixing it up here. From 1973, Iron Man number 62 with a little whiplash action. Submariner number 37, 1971. Nice mid-upper grade, 7.0 right there. Cool cover. From 1973, Legions of Superheroes number 2. One of my favorite storylines, Adventures into Fear, featuring Man-Thing from 1973, number 18. Cool cover. I just always liked the Man-Thing, Swamp Thing. I just like those stories. Adventure Comics number 435 from 1974. Nice upper grade, 7.0 or mid-upper. Another one of those nice Captain America Falcon books from 1974, 7.0 again. Number 174. This is an X-Men crossover storyline right there. Trying to adjust the light right there so you can get a good look at the books. Captain Savage, we talked about him yesterday with a couple of books. Number 13. This is from 1969. And again, you can get these upper grade kind of cheap. It's more of a Sergeant Rock, Sergeant Fury type of knockoff right there. There's that. But I liked, Captain Savage, Weird War. I like those storylines. From 1974, Justice League of America, number 109. This is where Hawkman quits the Justice League. There's that right there. So it's a white background, so it's going to flood out with the light. Hopefully you're seeing that pretty good. This cover always reminded me of an old EC of an old EC cover. This is House of Secrets, number 115 from 1974. Just kind of has that old EC feel right there. Again, sorry about the glare. The damsel in distress is injured, and there's an axe. It's probably not going to end too well for this gentleman coming in the door. So we will get a few more books, shall we? This is a new costume for Wolverine. This is from 1980. This is X-Men 139. Right there, 139. Again, I just buy books, Mylar them, put them in boxes, put them away. My order of doing that stuff is kind of all hit and miss, because a lot of this stuff, like I stated, this isn't private collection stuff. This is all inventory for, one day when every time I'm getting ready to make a serious move to open something, something happens, pandemic this year, so 2020 is definitely not the year to open anything. So we will see what happens moving forward. I know 2021 is going to be a great year. So first, next up, Chamber of Darkness, number 7 from 1970. Really cool cover right there. (1971) Iron Man number 45. Speaking of war comics that are not Captain Savage, Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos from 1969, number 68. Number 68 right there. Again, sorry about the glare. From 1975, this is Brave and the Bold, number 118, a Batman Joker cover. Very reasonable books. You can get these, priced really, really nice. Even in high grade, you can get them at a pretty reasonable price. So there's that. I remember when I saw this book, I have a real high grade in my personal collection. I was a huge fan of The Rifleman, the TV show, and this was Cowboy in Africa, excuse me, from 1967, the year I was born, featuring The Rifleman, Chuck Connor. How can you not want that book right there? Gold key. Son of Satan appearance on this book here. This is from 1975. This is Grim Ghost from Atlas Comics. This is number 2. Right there. Submariner number 9 from 1968 in very fine minus 7.5. And this is the first appearance of the Serpent Crown. What? A few more books? Sure, why not? Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 83. There's that there. The Intro of the Guardsman, Iron Man, number 43 from 1971. Another Iron Man book here from 1969. Captain America appearance in this issue, number 19. VG on this, but again, $10 to $15, nothing big. From 1969, this is The Atom and Hawkman, number 40. (1967) year I was born. Venture Comics number 359. Pretty cool cover right there. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos from 1969, number 66. From 1969, first appearance of Corina. This is Challengers of the Unknown, number 69. From 1975, Avengers 140. And we will show another stack of books, only because I'm feeling very generous tonight. Just my way of saying thank you to everybody for enjoying the channel. I'm going to show a lot of vintage books moving forward. Sticker fell off. That's okay. I'm going to have to regrade all these anyways, probably. Vault of Evil, 1974, number 14. The Old Witch right there. Cool cover. I love the covers in the 70s horror. To me, that is the true golden age of horror, was the 70s. Love it. Tomb of Dracula, number 30 from 1975. This is X-Men number 248 from 1989. First Jim Lee on the X-Men. Cover always made me laugh. This is from 1967, Action Comics 354. Superman giving him a punch in the stomach, and he's just yawning like, okay, when are you going to hit me? When am I going to feel something? There's that. From 1971, Submariner number 39. (1972) Iron Man 53. 1972, Werewolf by Night, number 3, VG Plus, but very popular storyline. I love Werewolf by Night. From 1980, Daredevil, number 177. The Atom and Hawkman, number 41 from 1969. Sorry about the glare again. Mylar, just the light just blows off the Mylar. First appearance of Black Llama, Iron Man number 53 from 1972. And we will do one final little stack. One final little stack here. First up, Avengers 120 from 1974. From 1969, first appearance of Thermal Man, Thor 170. Avengers 145 from 1975. Always liked that cover. I remember buying this book off of the rack at 7-Eleven, so it always holds a special place to me. Right here, Avengers 145. Wanted, the World's Most Dangerous Villains, number 1 from 1972. High grade on that right there. Iron Man 52 from 1972. Iron Man 58 from 1973. Marvel Premiere featuring Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts. This is number 9 from 1973. And the last book I'm going to show is from 1971. This has a tiny tear on the back page. It's very small. And this is The Avengers number 89. Right there. So there are books that I've shown, some vintage, a big stack of vintage. I haven't shown vintage like that in a while. I've had some requests to show some of those Golden Age books again that I had in inventory that I've shown in the past. I will show that coming up. In the next video, I will show some, older books. I'm just trying to see what we have. Oh. Someone always asks me the book, I just happen to see this in this box. Someone always asks me the book that got me started in collecting. This is the book that I buy whenever I see it because this is the book that got me excited about collecting comics. I bought comics prior, but I had always told the story that, where I lived with my mom in an apartment in La Mesa. There were a couple of college kids that lived in an apartment down in the next building. And he was a comic book collector, one of them was, and he would read this comic book to me using a German accent because it was a book about World War II based off of, from the eyes of the Germans. And I just remember having good memories, and unfortunately, there was a fire. Him and his roommate were killed, and for some reason, this book just always makes me think of good memories. But this is the book that got me to collect comics and got me looking forward to going and looking at the new comics, every week when it was time to see if they changed them out at the 7-Eleven. This, of course, is from 1976. This is Blitzkrieg, number 1. There's that book. I absolutely love this book. I love the cover. I love the story. And again, it just brings really good memories for me there. So there was that. Blitzkrieg number 1. I have so many copies of that book. I lost count, but I will always buy the book when I find it. So there was that. I hope you enjoyed the new books. I hope you enjoyed the vintage books. A lot of you do enjoy the vintage books. And I'm going to start doing more videos moving forward as we do things because I want to make sure that we are getting, lots of viewers. And I'm just trying to expand a little bit because, like I stated, I'm not buying those huge stacks of new books. So I'm going to incorporate a lot of, older books, Bronze Age books, and maybe some, modern books that I really like. just different things, shake it up a little bit. So there was it. If you have a request, put the request in the comments. Again, that's pretty much all we have. Next time I do another video, I'll show more vintage books. I'll show some of that golden age that people are requesting, because I know people like that. So that's all, pretty much all we have for today. So I hope you liked the video, but as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great day, and I will see you in a few days.